Hello, friends, and today I am going to speak about love and lust. Well, many a times there is a confusion, isn't it? Am I really in love with someone, or is it just lust? So I thought of just digging into this topic, and this is what I found, and I would like to share it with you all. What is lust? Let's start with lust before, okay? Because it starts very quickly, okay? So this is why I thought of speaking of lust before. Well, when you lust for someone, it's an instant attraction, okay? It's like a physical attraction. You just get attracted to that person physically, you like see, like the shapes or the muscles and things like that. So you immediately get attracted to the person's body, okay? The person's physique. You get attracted to them, and then you start imagining yourselves with them in a physical act, all right? Of course, lust can be a first step to love, okay? Because it is required. These are all the hormones, that it's really like a kind of a strong physical attraction that you feel. And it is based on just purely wanting to mate with that person, okay? Physically get into the act with that person. This is what is lust, okay? And over a period of time, it can transform into love, okay? But it takes very long time, all right? So this is the lust part of it. Then when we speak about love, what is love? Well, love is something which is very slow, okay, because it takes time. Love doesn't happen instantly, it takes time. It is a very strong, warm, and intense connection, feeling of this intense bond with someone. This feeling of this strong connection towards someone. It's more emotional in nature, okay? Of course, it can have the element of physical attraction also, but this is not the most important thing, okay? First, it's like you are connecting more on mental levels, okay? It's all about the mind, all right? First, you're connecting on the mental level when you're in love, and it's like a very deep feeling of caring and sharing and discussing with a particular person, okay? And at the same time having a strong attraction also towards that person, not necessarily physically. It can be platonic also, but lust can never be platonic. It's all about boom, it's all about physical things, all right? So how do you make out when you are in a relationship of lust? As I said, that some of the relationships which have lust in them, which start with lust, can also end up with love, okay? But it takes a lot of time. And how does it take a lot of time is that after the lust part is over, that takes about 2 years, because it's all the game of hormones. We are all, I'm sorry to be so scientific, it's so unromantic here, but this is the truth, that we are all made up of hormones, okay? So these hormones are playing the game, all right? The serotonin, the oxytocin, those love hormones are playing with us, and they make us feel things for each other, okay? Purely scientifically speaking, those hormones. So when you lust for someone, for example, how can you say that you're in a relationship that is just purely based on lust, okay? First of all, it's going to be superficial, all right? It's superficial in the sense you look at the person, you are just physically you're attracted, you're just looking at their shapes up and down, you're x-raying them, and you're just imagining yourself in bed with them. As simple as that, all right? Doesn't sound so good. Yeah, all the time the person looks at you, or you look at a person, is just that urge, the physical urge, that animal instinct inside of you arises, that you just want to mate with them. Lust just wants to get into the bed with somebody, all right? In a very crude manner, if I have to put it, all right? Then it's like a volcano, actually, like you see, and then lust relationship is like a volcano. It's like it erupts, like it's all those desires, those physical desires, they will just erupt, and then later on it cools down, all right? And later on means what? 2 years. Usually the hormones are very active in the first 2 years, and after that they cool down, all right? And with time, my dear, if you are in a relationship that is based on lust, with time the lust is going to decrease. It decreases. That attraction for each other, that physical attraction for each other starts decreasing. That need of being in physical love with that person, at the beginning it's like too much, okay? And then afterwards it starts decreasing. And after 2 years, most of the times when the relationship is based on lust, after 2 years it dies off. And people split. People, if they are married in that kind of feeling of lust when they have for each other, and they feel it's like, wow, love, I just cannot take my hands off him or off her, and then they get married, and then after 2 years they realize that there was nothing but lust in this relationship, and there is nothing else that is pulling this relationship ahead, okay? In maybe 60% of people this happens, and then they don't find common grounds of connecting, because the grounds of connecting were the bodies. And when the chemistry is over, they wonder, what are we doing in this class? The chemistry class is over, we have learnt it a lot, and now there is absolutely nothing to connect on. Unless and until a child has arrived in the meantime, maybe then this can develop into, some romance or more attraction, and then the common point becomes the child. So they forget about each other's bodies and start concentrating on the child, and then it can develop into steady love, all right? But this is what I'm saying, that lust can develop, in some cases it can develop into love. But it takes time. It takes accepting each other's plus and minus, the flaws, the strengths and weaknesses, the flaws and the virtues, all right? And then we come to love. Now, what about love? Well, love is like a steady flame, okay? It's not like a volcano. It's like a steady flame. You just light a candle and you see it burns. It burns very slowly, it burns very steadily, it burns, yeah. And you are protecting, both of you protect that flame from extinguishing. Of course, it also, it's more about, when I think of love, you keep thinking also about the person, just as in lust, but in lust you think about the person physically, okay? But here you think about what the person said, how the person said it, and you are connecting with them on mental level. And then you think about, if I meet the person, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, it's more about being connected on emotional level. It's more emotional in its way. Of course, the physical attraction part also is one of the ingredients of this emotional world of love, but it's not the only thing, all right? So over here you are more on the mind, okay? You start supporting each other in whatever you do. You want the best for each other. What matters to you in love is keeping each other happy. Okay, it's like, okay, you have maybe a chocolate which you like so much, and you just have one small block left, and when your loved one is there, the person also likes it and looks at you, and then you don't mind giving it, because it's about them. In love, it's about them. It's about that other person. In love, it is all about making that other person happy. Even if you sacrifice yourself, you're happy because that other person is happy. The other person's happiness matters a lot, which is not a case in love. Love is all about you. I'm sorry. It's not the case in lust. Lust is all about you. It's selfish. It's superficial. While love, it's all about the other person. It's all about bringing a smile to the other person. It's all about giving your time to the other person. It's all about getting into the depths of what they like, what they don't like, what they are, uncovering the real them matters in love. It's very steady. It takes long time. It's not just a one day. Excuse me, but love at first sight doesn't exist. I'm sorry for disappointing you, but it really doesn't exist. It's so superficial to say that love at first sight. No, it was lust or attraction or liking at first sight. When you see the person, it's like, wow, the butterflies, yeah, or the roses are blooming, and the violins are playing and the piano starts playing. Yes, this is a kind of a superficial attraction at the beginning, but as I said, it can develop into love over the years after accepting each other completely on all the levels. But in love, it starts slow. It might start with simple discussions. It might start by just becoming best of best friends, knowing each other very deeply. You know each other, and it's about knowing what they like, what they don't like. When you're in love, you want to meet their people. You want to meet their father, their mother, their the person's brothers, sisters, friends. You want to connect with everyone. That is not the case in the other side. And you want to relate to them as if they are your own people. You will feel like that with them. Unless they do you bad, okay? Yeah, because that can also happen. But at the same time, you feel like connecting with their family members, connecting with their friends, connecting with their colleagues. That is love. Love takes long time to develop. Even if the relationship starts on attraction, love is a lifelong process. And love, opposing lust, which decreases with time, love increases with time. It will always increase with time. Because the more you know the person, the more you are in love with that person. It's like that. In love, you can dream about being physical with the person, but it is one of the thing in the whole package that is called love. Wow. Doesn't sound good. Is I'm presenting it like a product? No. Yes. You will be more on, oh, he likes this, I'm going to cook this for him. Or, oh, she likes these flowers, I'm going to give that to her. Yeah. Oh, she likes to have this food, so I'm going to get it for her on her birthday. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make her happy, and I'm going to take her to that place that she always wanted to be in. That is love. It will always take time. Love is about being matured in a relationship. No matter what happens to your partner, if it is love, you will still stick by them. But if it is lust, when your partner adds up extra kilos or loses some kilos and or age, wrinkles their face, or they are not that beautiful, then lust will give up the partner and start looking for somebody more attractive to fulfill their body desires. But love, no matter what you look like, whatever you are, no matter after how much you put on weight or lose weight or whatever happens to you, love will not leave you. Love will stay by your side through the thick and the thin. Love is all about understanding each other. It's all about knowing each other. And then it is about progressing into some physical things also, which come naturally, of course, when you're in love. Automatically, it can come later on in life. But it is not the starting point. Okay? But in lust, it starts with the bed. It starts with just the feeling of just touching the person and, just wanting the person. But in love, it is all about wanting the person, but on a mental level. You will share a lot of things in love with your loved the person whom you love, they will always share things. Oh, I did this, I did that. And you will speak about day's happenings, your work, your friends, your colleagues. You start feeling, you're so comfortable. There is no taboo. You're not uncomfortable speaking about absolutely any subject. You don't need to impress. You're just being yourself when you speak to them. That is love. You're just being yourself. There is absolutely no uncomfortable feeling, no insecurity of whatever I'm saying to this person. They are just comfortable with each other. They are more cerebrally connected. The emotions are deep. Wanting to take care of that person, wanting to share everything with that person, caring, sharing with the other person. It's all about them. In lust, it's about me. I want to fulfill my physical desires. I want you now, right now. Where are you? I want you physically right now. No matter what the person, which kind of mindset the person is in, you want that person physically. That's it. That's lust also. But love cannot survive without a bit of lust. Lust can survive without love. It can finish very soon. It starts soon and it can finish very soon, until and unless, as I said, that it develops into love later on in life. But love, it has to have a bit of lust also. Otherwise, it will be completely platonic. It will be in crude words again. How do they say it? Spiceless. So lust is like a dash of spice that you add in your love life. To conclude this, I would say, all for you cricket lovers, I can explain it to you in a very funny way. Lust is like a one-day World Cup match, okay? While love is like a test match, all right? Slow, steady, going on, and then at the end the results are declared. But lust is like, wow, there's so much of fun and there is so much of excitement in that, isn't it? Yeah, the one-day World Cup, okay? And then that's it, the one day, and it's done. Yeah. So this is why the relationships that are purely lust based don't survive longer. You cannot, there has to be emotional attachment, all right? Because it's not just about the bodies, because the body is going to get tired one day. It has to be from the heart. There has to be some emotion, and that is provided by love. So to conclude this video, I would like to tell you is that lust can survive, as I said, without love. But the happiest couples that I've seen, they are the ones who maintain the balance between love and lust in their couple life. If you can maintain that, then you can be very happy in a relationship. You don't need to go here and there to anybody else, because you are satisfied with each other on the emotional, cerebral, as well as the physical level. So let me know, my dear ones, what did you think about this video? It's really, it's quite a topic, isn't it? It's strange how we are made, and how even, when what we see also makes us, the situation, the circumstances also can mold us in a particular way, like if we are lusting more for someone, or is it, we want to go on the love path. It also depends a lot upon our upbringing, of seeing our parents also, how they have been in a relationship, like how was the relationship, was it volcanic relationship, or was it more, yeah, it depends a lot upon how we are brought up also, and a lot about what we learn, what we become, and of course on our hormones also. Yeah. So please let me know what do you think of it, and you can make out from this video if you're in a relationship, what kind of a relationship is it? Is it more of love or is it more of lust? And then try to balance it to become one of the best couples. I shall see you next time with another video, and please do give suggestions also, whatever you would like me to dig into deeper and make a video on. I'm open to suggestions, and thank you very much, and I'm going to see you next time. Until then, take good care of yourself and know that love is a flame and it has to go on, and lust is a volcano. So it's like boom and finish. Bye bye. God bless. Take care. Bye.